This is workout number 6 of 7 Weeks to Harmony, the Heart Chakra. And when your heart chakra is open, you don't fear or resist change. You allow yourself to soften and you trust your body to bring you back to balance. So let's get started. Begin with your feet wide on the mat and your hands are on your thighs. Your abs are drawn in. We'll flatten out. Tailbone reaches towards the wall behind you. Keeping your upper spine long, heart is open. Let's roll the pelvis under and flatten back out. 10 times. Exhale, roll under. Inhale, flatten out. Scooping your abdominals in and press back. Now, as we move through the pelvis, it's important that you keep your upper spine completely still. Okay, think in terms of what's moving and what's still. We're connecting to our lower abs. Connect your feet to the ground, spread out your toes, and we'll roll all the way up the spine now, up to the top, opening up the chest, keeping your feet wide, fingers reaching wall to wall. Really open the collarbones, take a full breath, and reach right and left. We'll pivot the palms. Filling your lungs with air, breathing in as deeply as you possibly can, and completely exhaling every single time for 4 and 3, 2 and 1. Hold in the center. Lace your fingers, index fingers to the sky. Sink into your legs. Open your chest, stretching up and over to your right. Exhale back to the center. Up and over to the left. And back in the center. Release. Step it in. Let's come into our Pilates stance just to revisit that. So your feet are typically like this in a V position. Your big toes are about a fist distance apart. You're wrapping your seat. Your tailbone is heavy to the ground. Open up your chest. Make a little box with your arms, little genie arms. Scapula to rib connection. Gently pulling on your forearms. Take a deep breath. Releve to your tippy toes. Zipping up deeper into your center line. Wrapping your seat. Pulling the bones in your tush together. And lower the heels down. One more time. Breathe in as much as you can. Exhale, lift to the tippy toes. And lower back down. All right, let's come down to the floor. So we're going to begin on the hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Cat-cow. So let's look all the way up to the sky. Let your eyes gaze up to the ceiling. Breathe in. And on your exhale, take your chin to your chest. Open up your neck, your upper back, your middle back. Tuck, tuck, tuck your tailbone under. And flatten back out. Tailbone leads, the middle back, and then you gaze up at the sky again. One more time, chin to chest, open up the neck, the upper back, the middle back, tuck, 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 and flatten all the way out. Drawing your belly button in towards your spine. Staying here, let's extend the right arm in line with the ear and your left leg. Keeping this long, neutral spine. Roll the shoulders down the back. And do a little body scan. Notice where you may need to soften. Where does your body hold on to any unnecessary tension? Lower it back down. Arms are screwed into the shoulders. Abs are drawn in. Other side. Left arm reaches out in line with your ear. Right leg. Stretch it out. Abs are drawn in. Fingers and toes reaching wall to wall. See how long you can get. You're like a slinky. Stretch out. And exhale, lower back down. One more time, cat-cow. Look all the way up. Open the chest. Let your shoulders soften. Chin to chest. Open up the neck, the upper back, the middle back. Scoop your belly button in. tucking your tailbone under towards your face, and flatten all the way out. All right, have a seat. We're coming into some reverse planks. For starters, come down on your forearms, opening up the chest. And we have different modifications, different levels. I will try to share as many as necessary. It's important that you stop at the level that's right for your body. Okay, let's bring the legs up to tabletop to start. And it's important that your chest is open. We're opening up the heart today. Do a little knee fold, tap, and switch, and switch. And as we knee fold, we maintain this position in the upper body. We're just opening that crease between the pelvis and the femur bones. So these are the same principles that I've introduced in past routines. These are all these fundamentals that we have to master. But now you're really opening the chest. Open your heart for 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Feet down and press yourself back up. Okay, now you can always come back to this position on your forearms, or let's turn the palms, turn your fingers away. Palms are down, chest is open. Relax the shoulders as much as you can, but this is a really big stretch, so stick out your chest, open your heart. Stretch your legs out straight. And finally, we point the toes, we breathe in deeply, and we curl the pelvis off of the mat. And we lower back down. So an option would be for you to keep your knees bent, feet down, and lift the hips just a little bit, and lower back down. Deep breath in. This is a big stretch. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Or the legs are stretched out. Really squeeze your backside muscles. And lower down. Breathe in first. Scoop your abs in. Curl up. Open your hips. And lower down. One more time. Breathe in as much as you can. Lift and open. And lower back down. All right. Release your arms. Shake it out a little bit. Rock your hips side to side. And let's take the hands behind your head. Open up your chest, gently pressing your head into your hands. Double twist right and center. Now left and center. Hold this one to the right. Hold the stretch. Elbows reaching wall to wall. Get nice and tall. Back in the center. Breathe in. Exhale as you twist to your left. You soften through your shoulders. You create more space in your body for your breath. Back in the center. Hands down by your sides. Rocking your hips a little side to side. Full breath in. Let's really pinch off of the seat here and take a spine stretch forward. Head, neck, shoulders. Slide your hands all the way out and then bring them up parallel to the floor. And roll back up your spine. Opening up the chest, hands come back down by your sides, creating more space in your spine for your arms. Get nice and tall. Breathe in. And do that again. Head, neck, shoulders, hands slide out, out, out so you can't go any further. Take your arms up parallel to the ground and restack, stack, stack. One more time. Arms come down. Crown lifts up. You're rooted into the mat. Breathe in so much. Head, neck, shoulders. Stretch your arms out. Arms up parallel to the floor. Roll back up. Remember, emotions are energy, and we store that energy. So we release it here with our breath. Arms out to the sides. Get nice and tall. Double twist right and left and right and left. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, coming down onto our tummy now and going into some nice spinal extension work to really open up the heart. All right, so let's begin with the feet a little bit wider than hip width apart. Your toes are turned out, heels are turned in. So you're in external rotation of your hips. Your pelvis is pressing down and your hands are right under your shoulders. Deep inhale through your nose and gently lift through the crown of your head. Lift, lift, and lengthen. Hold here and check in with yourself. Are you just arching into your lower back? Instead, think about pushing your pubic bone down more, opening and lengthening the lower back, and lower yourself back down. I know it's a lot to think about. Do it again. Breathe in. Exhale, lift through the crown of your head, like someone's gently lifting your head off of your shoulders. Look to the right and center. Look to the left. Center and lower all the way down. Press up to your hands and knees. Round your lower back so that you can just complement that extension with some spinal flexion. Sit back on your heels, stretching your arms out. And let's come all the way back down. So this time you can keep that wider foot stance, the external rotation, or an advancement, you'll bring your heels together. I kick my iPad. Heels together and pelvis presses down. So you don't have two legs anymore. You have one long tail. Breathing in, coming up to your swan, lifting through the crown. Look to the right and look to the left. Back in the center and lower down. Deep breath in. Again, lift through the crown. This time we look to the left and to the right. Back in the center and lower yourself down. Let's reach the arms overhead. Okay, so just rock a little side to side. Arms are reaching out of your shoulders and your legs are reaching out of your hips, creating more space. And we'll go into a little snow angel. We all know what those look like. So keeping your lower body long and strong on the mat. Keep your Pilates stance. Lift your arms, lift your head, neck, shoulders, chest. Okay, and circle the arms down by your sides and circle them overhead and down by your sides and reach overhead. Breathe in. Exhale, press your arms down, reaching towards your feet and back overhead. One more stretch back and overhead and lower yourself down. Chest is slightly lifted. Now lift the right arm and the left leg, going for more length than height. And lower down. Breathe in first. Exhale, other side. Left arm, right leg, stretch, reach. And down. Alternate. Lift, lower. Lift, lower. Pulling your belly button in. These are challenging exercises. We're really firing up the whole posterior chain of the body to keep the heart open. And our backside muscles tend to be a lot weaker than the front of the body. Now, next option is to hold all of your limbs up and swim. Fingers and toes reaching wall to wall. Soften wherever you're holding on to any tension. Full breath. 4 and 3, 2, and relax. Press back up to the hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Round your spine and sit back towards your heels. All right. One more cat-cow. Eyes gaze up, chin to chest round, and flatten. All right, home stretch. Coming down onto your back. Hug your knees into your chest. Giving yourself a hug. Showing yourself the self-love that you need so much. Circling around through your knees, circle the hips, and go the other way. And hold in the center. All right, going into the ab 5 series. Now we stay lifted in our C curve, okay? But if that bothers your neck, please put your head down. Here we go. Tips of the shoulder blades. Right leg, you're guiding your right knee in towards your nose. Right hand at your ankle, left hand at the knee, left leg stretched out long, and switch. Opposite hand to knee, alternate. Right, left. Your head can be down. You could also even tuck your hands under your hips. 4, 3, 2, and hold. Both knees in. Double leg stretch. This is the reason why we're doing the ab 5. This exercise right here, you're opening up the chest, open your heart. Now circle your arms, hug your knees, compress your lungs. Blow all the air out. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, circle, hug your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale it around. 2 more, stretch. And around. Hold it out. Scissors, double, double. Pull, pull. Elbows wide. Open your heart. Last 4 and 3. Double, double. Heels together. Palm on palm at the base of your skull, curling all the way up to the tips of the shoulder blades. Double leg lower and lift. Lower. 3, 2, 1, and lift. 3, 2, 1. Lift. Hold them down. 4, crisscross, twist. It's single leg stretch with a twist. For 8, 7. Follow your outside elbow with your eyes. 3, 2, 1, and hold. Hug your knees. So good. Stretch your arms overhead. Stretch your arms out of your shoulders. Stretch your legs out of your hips. Deep breath in and roll up to seated. Coming up onto your feet. Lift your hips. Let your head hang. Shake your head no. Shake it yes. Yes for self-love. Soften your knees and roll up your spine. And thank you for joining me. You finished workout number 6. Have a wonderful day.